Bart pressed the remote control. A green light shot onto the television. Then the screen began to change. Lisa's body color turned red. Sensing something unusual, Lisa went to grab the remote control from Bart's hand. Bart accidentally pressed the input key. As a result, they were sucked into the television. They arrived in the cartoon world inside the television. This was a terrifying world. Lisa and Bart were almost hit by flying weapons. At this moment, a police car drove up. Bart and Lisa got in. They thought the police had come to rescue them, but it turned out to be the extremely terrifying Itchy and Scratchy. Scratchy picked up a chainsaw and swung it toward Bart. When Scratchy was about to split the car in half, Bart suddenly thought of a good idea. He drew a bounce button and pressed it. They were actually catapulted out. Bart thought they were safe, but when Lisa told him to look down, Itchy and Scratchy had already covered the ground with high-voltage electric animal traps. Bart and Lisa fell down. Just when the two were hanging by a thread, Homer pressed the remote control. They fell into a pot on a cooking show. The two humans were terrified and panicked. They never expected to actually see cartoon characters. Then Lisa and Bart were transported to a room. Lisa discovered she could see Homer outside the television. She asked Homer to press the release button on the remote control, but Homer couldn't find this button. At this moment, Itchy and Scratchy appeared behind Bart. They opened a pipe filled with piranhas. A swarm of piranhas flew toward Bart. Before long, the flesh on Bart's body was completely gnawed off. Under Lisa's furious screaming, Homer pressed the release button. They were transported out of the screen. Marge was terrified when she saw Bart's condition. Smart Lisa suddenly thought of a solution. She pressed the rewind button. Piranhas flew out of the screen and returned Bart's flesh and blood. Bart returned to his original appearance. Just when they relaxed, Itchy and Scratchy smashed the screen and ran out of the television. This terrified the Simpson family. Just as they raised their axes, Homer picked up Scratchy. In the end, Scratchy became Homer's toy.